What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about how to drive a motorcycle. I've already done a similar video like this about how to drive a scooter slash moped, and it did really good, doing about 10,000 views. So I thought I'd do another video. If you haven't seen the video about the moped, make sure to go check it out. Anyways, guys, let's get started. Alright guys, before I talk about anything else about how to drive this motorcycle, how to ride it, we have to talk about a very important thing, and that is safety and the equipment that we use on this, because at the end of the day, driving a motorcycle is very, very dangerous, and a lot of people die a year doing this. Alright guys, before we talk about how to drive slash ride a motorcycle, we need to talk about safety and equipment. After all, driving a motorcycle is very, very dangerous. A lot of people pass away every year doing this. Some of the main reasons is because A, people do not see us, or they just don't care enough about us to look or double check their mirrors. People pull out of us. They assume that we have amazing brakes, yet we don't. We only have two brakes, a front and a rear. And if we pull them, it takes a while for us to get stopped. And, if we hit something, we're going flying off. So we got to talk about safety and equipment, because you only have one life and you need to protect your life at all costs, no matter the amount of money. Alrighty guys, the most important thing about equipment is a helmet. I have an AGV K6 helmet, which is rather expensive, but it's okay because it protects my head. And guys, you only have one brain, you only have one head. You need to protect it at all costs. This is a helmet. You need to ride with one all the time, no matter what. I personally have a tinted visor here because down here in Mexico, it's really sunny, it's really bright. So during the day when I'm riding, I love to have the visor so I can see well. And at the night, I flip it up so I can see. You need to have a helmet no matter what. Alrighty, as I was mentioning earlier, my whole family has AGV helmets. My mom has this white one, my dad has this gray one, I have the full black one, and my brother has this colorful one. All of these are AGV K6S's, which is the newer generation. Alrighty, the second thing in equipment is gloves. Gloves are good. These are abrasion resistant gloves. If you fall down, you put your hands down on the cement, guess what? Cement versus skin, cement is winning all day. Make sure to protect your hands at all costs. It's worth the money, trust me. Alright guys, another thing is a jacket. I have here a Joe Rocket jacket, which is level 1 armor. I wear this majority of the time when I can, but I will admit I don't wear it all the time because it is so freaking hot here in Mexico. It's about plus 38 degrees while I'm filming this right now. That's why I don't have it on, because I'd be sweating my balls off right now. But I'll put it on just for you guys to see. It fits me really well. It's not big and bulky. I still have good movement. This is a must while you're going out for long rides, whether you're on the highway or going somewhere. I look good. I look bulky with it, The ladies will love me for this. But this is a must. You fall down, this is abrasion resistant, so this should withstand cement at normal speeds. So yeah, wear this at all times. It has elbow protection here, shoulder protection, and back protection here in the back. You have plates here. In a second here, I'll go through the different types of armor and different types of jackets. All right, guys, let's just kind of talk about what we have here on our dash and all these buttons here. All right, so we come in here. Here we have the RPMs. You have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, etc. Here you have your speedometer, 20, 40, 60, 80. Basically, my motorcycle cannot do 140. It can only do about like 100. Here you have your gas gauge. The motorcycle is not on right now, so it's not showing where it's at, but I don't have a lot right now. And this is your kilometers. Over here, up here, you have your neutral light, which when you're neutral, you will see this light will basically light up green. You have your turn signal, right, left, and your high beams. Alrighty, over here, I have a phone stand. Basically, I have a special phone case that clips in there. And basically, I just use it for GPS. Spotify can just press a button, boop, and it does what I need it to. Here, you basically have your on and off. So here's off, here's on. And then here is your front brake. Here is your throttle. This is basically the most important thing. Moving over here, I have a USB plug-in, basically to plug in my phone. Here I have another light switch. This motorcycle comes with good lights, but at night here, it's good to be seen because just that you can see people doesn't mean they can see you. So I installed some good LED lights. Moving here to the lights that come with the motorcycle, I have the high beams, normal, and then off. Here I have my hazard lights. And then here I have right, left, and off for my turn signals. And then I have a horn. And now, one of the most important things is here. This is called a clutch. If you drive a manual car, you know what this is. It's just not a pedal, it is a lever. So here you pull this in, and now this is your clutch. This is what will put you into your gears. This is one of the most important things about a motorcycle, honestly. Alrighty, one of the things I cannot basically say enough is while you're riding, if someone pulls out of you, something pulls out of you, do not just instantly pull your front brake. Your front brake here will lock your front tire up, and this will lock this up, and basically this whole motorcycle is going to flip, including you. Do not just instantly pull this. If something happens that you need to get stopped immediately, you have your rear brake, which is this lever down here. You can put your foot on it like this and you push down. This will engage your rear brake right here. This will stop you from basically flipping. And in the case of someone pulls out of you, you pull your front brake and your rear brake at the same time and keep it balanced. That is the best way to stop. I'm seeing too many stupid people on TikTok and Instagram Reels just pulling their front brake and doing full front flips, guys. This isn't gymnastics. Please calm down, pull your front and your rear brake and keep it balanced. Alrighty, another thing we should talk about is what I feel all beginners are scared of. Shifting. This is your shifter. This goes down, neutral, up, 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 up. Basically, this motorcycle is one down. In the middle between first and second gear is neutral, and then it is 4 up. This motorcycle only has 5 gears. I'll pull my clutch. 1 down, that engaged me into first. Like half of 1 up is into neutral, and then second, third, fourth, fifth, and that's basically it. Alright guys, nowadays with social media, with TikTok, Instagram, all these kids are starting out on 600 cc's to leader bikes like 1000 cc's. Guys, that is stupid. You are guaranteed to get into an accident. You guys cannot control 300-kilometer-hour machines like this. This is a Vento GT250. It is 250 cc's and a top speed of like 115. It has more torque than top speed. Guys, you don't need to start out on a BMW S1000 RR or a Yamaha R1 or anything ridiculous like that. You could start off on a Yamaha R3, a Ninja 400, or something smaller like that. I would say the maximum cc you should start on is about like a Honda, maybe like a 500 cc. That is the top cc you should start out on. Start out on something small and you can work your way up. It's like a bicycle. You start off on training wheels and then you get your training wheels taken off. A low cc like this is my training wheels. Once I'm really, really good at shifting, smooth shifting, and I know the concept of riding and I'm very, very comfortable, then I can move up into cc's. So we already talked about the buttons. Now let's talk about how to start it. So here you have your key. You put it in like so. Boom, turn it. You'll see the gas gauge going up. I don't have a lot of gas. I gotta go to BMX. You'll see some of the lights turn on. We're in neutral right now. Come over here. Boom, on. On different motorcycles, this might look a little bit different. So just do a little bit of research on your motorcycle. And then you're gonna pull your front brake and you're gonna press in this little button right here. Mine takes up a little bit to start because, you know, she's old, okay? And she's not the greatest thing ever, but she works perfect. So she started up and you can see your RPMs here. Mine's idling at about 1500. And always guys, before you get ready to fly down the road, make sure that your motorcycle is warm. Let your motorcycle sit for about a minute or 2 and then you should be good to ride. Alrighty guys, now let's learn how to actually drive and get going. Let's look down here, hold in the clutch and knock it into first, like so. And now you're just gonna let go of the clutch slowly. In every clutch, there's a little section, we call it a biting point, where it'll just start to move on its own. And here I'm displaying that right now. It's just moving on its own. I'm not making it move. I'm not giving it any throttle. I'm not pushing it. And what happens here next is absolutely tragic. I stall it. Yes, stalling is part of the learning curve and it will happen to everyone at least once. Don't be ashamed. It's okay. Alrighty, so let's get started up again. Let's give it a little bit RPM for a smoother launch, and there we go. We're moving good. Alrighty guys, so now I'm going to talk about how you can get going from a stop like this where there's actual traffic moving. Approach the stop sign, slow down here, knock it down into first, and hold in your clutch. Now keep your eyes pointed on the road. Here I see that the vehicle is turning, so it will be slowing down, and you let go of it once again like I talked about earlier, and you just get going smoothly. Remember guys, when you're shifting up, hold in the clutch, knock it up, and let out the clutch smoothly. And when downshifting, hold in the clutch, give it a little bit of RPM, and let out the clutch smoothly. Always remember to be smooth with it, and have a sort of be smooth like liquid. That's a good way to put it. Good thinking. Just smooth. Think of that. Alrighty guys, right here at the stop sign, we run into an absolute Watuco legend. This guy is always walking, always got to give him a friendly wave. He asked me if I had any change. Unfortunately, I didn't at that moment, but you always got to leave him some change when I see him.